In the ancient mists of Ireland, where the wind twists through green hills and cattle graze beneath a sky heavy with legend, there thrived the gods of the Tuatha De Danann. Within their halls, gilded with dreams and power, beauty itself was born and reborn. Yet none more wondrous than Étaín, whose radiance was said to rival the dawn as it unfurled across the painted heavens. Étain was not woven of the mortal world, but conjured out of pure light and longing, a woman whose hair glimmered with every hue found in the illuminated scrolls of destiny. Midir, lord of Brilaith, saw her as she danced with the other immortals. For him, there was to be no rest, no contentment, until her laughter guided him through the endless spiral knots of fate. He courted her as gods do, with gifts fashioned from music and silver, with promises made of dew and sunlight. She did not withhold her happiness, and together they wandered through the shifting fields of the cedar, their shadows long and entwined, their steps echoing through time itself. It would have been a simple thing for such love to carry on, but simplicity is never the way of the Tuatha De Danann. Fuamnach, Midir's first wife, peered through patterns of jealousy and pride. Her mind shaped cunning, as a scribe shapes letters along the curling edge of a vellum page. She conjured storms, sending Étain spinning upon the wind, transformed into a purple butterfly, her wings dusted with the tears and fury of a woman scorned. For 7 long years, Étain drifted upon the breath of the world, caught in the perpetual weave of storm and sun. She watched the rivers carve new paths through the hills. She twined amid tangled roots, fluttered above painted cattle, and slept curled in the warm heart of an apple blossom. In time, she found rest in the chamber of Ailill, king of Ulster, flitting about on the rafters as silent as a secret, as light as hope. His queen, unable to bear her presence, conjured a goblet of red wine. One careless gesture later, Étain fell into the cup, swallowed and forgotten, spinning downward into darkness, into possibility. "9 months and the length of a heartbeat later, Étain was born anew, mortal in appearance but divine at her core. She grew among mortals, learned the ways of their laughter, the taste of their tears, the slow turn of ordinary seasons. Her loveliness grew with her, blossoming in the cold heart of winter and the warmth of long summer days. It was at the court of Eochaid, High King of Ireland, that her path again tangled with the strands of myth. Eochaid was struck by her beauty, as if he too read her story in the tangled letters of a brilliant gospel, and nothing in his kingdom pleased him until she became his queen. Yet the designs of fate are written in loops and knots, too intricate for easy understanding. Midir, changed but unyielding in his purpose, waited beyond the curtain of years. One day, disguised, he entered the hall of Eochaid.
"Your Majesty, I challenge you to a game of chess.
And what stakes do you propose, stranger?"
If I win, I ask only for a single embrace from your queen."
Through chess, a game for kings, for immortals, for those who have nothing but time, Midir won the right to embrace Étain once more. The promise was a single kiss, a brief returning.
"This cannot be."
"Checkmate, Your Majesty."
Eochaid, never one to leave such dealings unchecked, commanded that the gates of Tara be barred, the palace rings tight with spear and shield. Yet on the appointed day, as sun filtered through the intricate carvings of the roof, Midir stood before Étain.
"Étain, remember who you truly are."
With a gesture, the world shifted. He spoke her true name, and she remembered wings and wind and the glory she once had known. Together, Étain and Midir vanished, transformed into swans or shadows, or the delicate designs that wind through ancient manuscripts.